All right, guys. So here's what we're looking at. This buck stepped out right after a little after 7 o'clock, I think. It was right after daylight. I mean, obviously, clearly you can see how much daylight's here. He stepped out almost the same spot of where the big buck did that I killed last year. Immediately when I saw him, the rock looked really, really tall, but didn't look very wide. And I have a rule on my lease that it needs to be as wide as his ears, unless, some circumstance like this is a really, really tall buck. So I kept debating on whether I wanted to shoot this buck or not. And then he walked out of the frame. That was with my phone. This was my video camera. You can see how tall this buck is. So I grunted at him a couple times, got him to come back. And the way I had my setup, I'm sitting my bow on my crossbow on a bog pod, and I had my phone mounted on a mount, one of the octopus mounts. And right as I shot, it smacked my phone. So you'll see, I thought I had overshot him, but looking back at the footage, I shot about a foot in front of him. And what I think happened is when that bow hit right here, when that bow hit that limb, hit the camera, it shot my phone across the blind. I struggled. He ran over to the edge of the field, and I struggled trying to get my bow cocked again. And here in a second, you'll see he come back within about 25 yards. But one of the cross supports for the blind was in the way of my crossbow sitting on the bog pod. I could have taken off the bog pod and free-handed it, but I was already kind of in my head because I'd already missed one shot. All I needed him to do was to take like 1 or 2 steps forward, and I had a perfect broadside 20-yard shot at him. And you'll see right here but the camera, you can't tell, but I had something in my view. I couldn't shoot him. And then he turned and walked away. And as the last time I seen him, I'd never seen that buck before on camera. He come out, and yeah, that's kind of how my weekend went.